Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're plunging into something really interesting, actually. It kind of challenges the usual way of thinking. In a world where efficiency, well, it almost always means full automation, right? Especially
Mhm.
for something like financial payouts. Seems straightforward. But what if, just what if, the best way to actually grow, to get real results, involves, well, a human touch,
Yeah.
a deliberate one?
Yeah, we're doing a deep dive into the philosophy of BentBox. They're a content marketplace, and they've very intentionally not gone the full automation route for paying their creators. They think it's about more than just moving money. It's about building a real partnership.
Exactly. And our mission here for you listening is to really explore why. Why does BentBox see that payout moment, which seems so transactional, as this key chance for a constructive chat? We're going to look at the problems they saw with the whole set it and forget it thing, and really get into how this human interaction is meant to unlock potential earnings for creators, potential that often just sits there untapped. That's it. We're going to unpack how just sort of disengaging can mean missing real opportunities and why talking regularly is so important for staying in sync with the market because things move fast and how this, well, it's almost like a coaching approach, helps creators really make the most they can. Okay, let's get into it. So BentBox is really pushing back on this idea that automation is always, the best way. They're saying that in today's world, everything's so fast, it's super easy for creators to just like upload their work, switch off mentally and move on. But what's the downside there? What's the hidden cost for most creators doing that?
Well, BentBox noticed that, yeah, maybe that passive thing works for a tiny handful of people. But for many, it often leads to a big disconnect. They're not connected to promoting their stuff, and, well, frankly, they miss chances to make money. Think about, let's call her Mia, talented digital artist. Uploads, say, 50 pieces to BentBox, gets a few sales, great. But then her focus shifts, right? Next project. Without any kind of touch point, she might literally forget about those earlier pieces. She's missing new ways they could earn, or maybe the audience's interest changed. A fully automated system, zero human check-in. It risks creators just losing touch with how their content is actually doing and losing touch with the market itself. They've seen it, creators forgetting they even have valuable stuff on the platform, literally leaving money on the table.
Wow. Okay, so they forget they even have content up. That's significant.
It really is.
So what's fascinating then is how BentBox flipped this. They took what looks like just a transaction getting paid each month and made it this strategic moment, this chat. How does that actually work in practice? Is it like a long meeting every month? Sounds potentially tedious.
No, not at all. And they're really clear on that. This isn't about adding red tape or friction. It's
Oh.
about building a relationship that helps everyone. Their whole reason for not just automating payouts is simple. The platform does better when creators are actively engaged. So
Mm.
these chats are often short, really targeted, maybe just, 5 or 10 minutes. The whole point is collaboration, genuine collaboration.
Okay, 5 or 10 minutes, that sounds much more manageable. That alignment piece sounds key, though. How do these payout chats actually make that happen? Do they have specific ways they guide creators to look at their sales strategies?
Oh, absolutely. That regular chat when the payout happens, just make sure everyone's, on the same page. It lets them look at the sales strategies together, talk about what's working, maybe what's not, and then figure out together, okay, how do we adjust? For instance, BentBox might point out to Mia, hey, your abstract landscapes are consistently selling better than your urban sketches. See, that's not just vague talk about sales strategies. It's specific, it's data-driven. And that helps Mia maybe pivot what she creates next or how she promotes things. It directly tackles that issue of forgotten or underperforming content. In a market where there's always new stuff popping up, they have to kind of collectively keep their finger on the pulse,
Yeah.
work together to optimize things.
Right, makes sense. So it keeps the content relevant and the creator engaged, but these chats are focused on what the creator can do.
Wow.
How does BentBox's own advertising investment fit in? They spend quite a bit, right?
They do. BentBox invests consistently in ads, Instagram, Facebook, Google ads, promoting their users, promoting the content on the platform.
Right.
These campaigns are designed to boost visibility for everyone. So coaching, the chat, becomes really important then for creators to align their efforts with those bigger campaigns. Get that synergy going.
Ah, okay, so they work together.
Exactly. Like if BentBox is running a big push on new artists, they might suggest to Mia, hey, maybe push your latest work that fits that theme right now.
Hmm.
They also make a point of telling creators, look, we have a perfect payment record. We've never missed one, never skipped one. So this quick chat, it's purely an opportunity. Let's look at performance together. Let's talk strategy. How can we boost your reach? One quick check-in. That's really it.
It sounds like their role goes way beyond just, like, hosting the files. They see it as part of their job to research what's working out there and steer their users. Their goal is pretty straightforward. Help creators make as much money as possible from their work. So what if Mia's earnings are lower than expected one month? How does BentBox react?
Yeah, that's a big deal for BentBox too. If her earnings are low, they see that as a shared concern. They often see situations where there's a lot of content, maybe like 800 pieces or boxes as they call them, and that volume should be generating a pretty decent monthly turnover. If the earnings are way below that potential, well, that's a strong signal. It usually means more focused promotion is needed. So their coaching might get specific, suggesting optimizing keywords, advising on which social media channels might work best for her specific audience, or even, helping her figure out how to repurpose older stuff for new platforms. It's very proactive, problem solving together.
Okay, so wrapping this part up, this whole payout conversation thing, it really shows BentBox is like deeply invested in their creators succeeding. It's clear that for a lot of creators, there's probably potential just sitting there, untapped. And by working together, getting just passively hoping for sales and actually engaging in promotion, they can help that content find its audience and earn what it really should.
Yeah, we've basically explored how BentBox turns something as simple as a payout into, well, a really powerful tool for creator growth. It shows that sometimes, maybe often, the smartest strategy isn't just automating everything, it's about strategic human engagement.
And just to hammer home those key takeaways for you listening, that set it and forget it or hands-off approach, it can genuinely lead to creators missing out, missing chances to earn more, even forgetting about their own valuable work. BentBox's Way, this brief regular chat during payout, it's designed to review strategies together, keep up with the market, make sure creators stay actively involved in promoting their stuff, and, really important, remember their perfect payment record. It underlines that this chat is genuinely about partnership. It's not about bureaucracy. So what does this all mean for you?
Well, think about it. If a platform deliberately chooses a human conversation, a real interaction, over just clicking send payment, for something as seemingly transactional as payouts, and they see real growth because of it, it raises a pretty big question, doesn't it? A question for you to mull over. Where else? In our own lives, or maybe in our businesses, where else might we be overlooking the power of a simple, strategic human touch in processes we've just assumed should be fully automated? And by doing that, are we potentially missing out? Missing deeper engagement or unexpected benefits, or maybe even just rediscovering potential we forgot we had?